The holiday season overlaps the campaign season. Iowa holds its Republican caucuses 1 week from tomorrow. The latest poll shows a three-way race right now. Ron Paul favored by 21% of voters, Mitt Romney 20%, and Newt Gingrich right behind at 19%. Dean Reynolds is in Des Moines tonight following Ron Paul's suddenly surging campaign. Dean?
Good evening, Jeff. Well, today's Des Moines Register asks a very valid question. Could Ron Paul win? Well, the answer is complicated.
Some young people here.
It's true that the 76-year-old congressman's organization is deep and committed, and that his attack ads here have been striking.
Newt Gingrich on the defense for taking $1.5 million.
His calls to end all foreign aid or to shutter the Federal Reserve or to withdraw U.S. forces from abroad have drummed up consistently large audiences, often made up of students who also like his anti-war and anti-drug laws positions. His stand on the Middle East includes no more aid for Israel and not even much moral support.
Why do we have this automatic commitment that we're going to send our kids and send our money endlessly to Israel?
Paul's improving prospects have triggered news media scrutiny beyond his current policy views to include a series of newsletters he published 20 years ago. Newsletters that included controversial passages on Jews, homosexuals, and African Americans. Paul's December 1990 political report, for example, called the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., quote, a world-class adulterer, while the January 1993 issue of Paul's survival report bemoans America's disappearing white majority. Paul has not denied that these are his newsletters. He was listed as editor and publisher, but he says he did not know what was in them or who wrote the offending passages, which he disowns.
Nobody talked about it for 20 years until they found out that the message of liberty was making progress. And everybody knows I didn't write them and they're not my sentiments, so it's sort of politics as usual.
It's a measure of Ron Paul's impact here that his rivals are now criticizing his positions instead of ignoring him. That's a sign that Ron Paul, while he may not be the front runner, is clearly a factor here. Jeff?
Dean, we mentioned 8 days until the caucus. Now, what can we expect this week?
Bus tours, Jeff. They'll have bus tours from Michelle Bachmann, Rick Perry, Newt Gingrich, and Mitt Romney, all trying to overcome Ron Paul's organizational depth and momentum here. And for Romney, it's especially significant because after concentrating so much of his attention on New Hampshire, he is now apparently going to be trying for a respectable finish here in Iowa. Jeff?
Dean Reynolds, thank you.